Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is another episode of the world famous, the University Love, the best podcast in 1, 2, 3 galaxies. Ladies and gentlemen, you and I, we just call this show Online Marketing Moves, and we're coming to you live today. Ladies and gents, for the first time in 3 weeks, my voice feels good. Everything seems to be A-OK. Ladies and gentlemen, how have you been? I know it's been another long time. It's been a week. Last week there was more sickness. I got to break down and take the flu shot, you know? It's just, when the child gets sick, I get sick for 2 or 3 weeks, and it is not pretty. It's an ugly situation, and you know, I don't want to sound like a crazy man on the podcast, so I couldn't record last week. Everything was alright last week. I was just so congested all the time. I was just sneezing, and it's a whole nother story. But did all right. This weekend I took the baby apple picking. She had her cute little boots on. Her mom decided to buy flannel for me and the baby, and away we went. My wife, she bought herself a flannel shirt, but it didn't quite go well for her. She didn't like the way it looked. So, you know. But we all had a good time apple picking. We all had an excellent time. It was very fun. We got to go with my wife and her friends. More family. It's might as well say family. It's not friends. It's family, you know. But yeah, we all had a nice time. It was lovely. It was a nice warm day. A little hot for my flannel shirt. But it all worked out, you know. And ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to have a discussion about business, about running a business. And it's not... I'm gonna tell you this. It's not hard once you get it. Once you figure out which direction you want to head. The hardest thing is trying to figure out which direction would you like to go down. And now, you can run any kind of business you want. You know, you can do anything you want. You can make as much money as you want. There's nothing stopping you but you know. And that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But you want to know what direction you're heading into. It's like, you know, right now, I have the truck, you know. I own the truck, buying the truck, and we go to the port on a daily basis. I'll go down to the Savannah port. You know, I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. I know the places that I'm coming back to. I know how much I'm going to make. I know everything that's going to happen when it comes to the truck, you know. And it's established. Last week I did a lot of loads going up northern Georgia, you know, and I was like, this is consistent, you know. And you want your business, every business that you own, every business that you do, you want it to be consistent. You want it to be, you know, profitable. You want to start making a profit, and there's a lot of different ways you can scale up quickly. You can try to make a profit quick. Because the reason I bring this up is because yesterday I had to go renew my mailbox. You know, I have a mailbox for my writing, you know, and it was $120 for 6 months, you know, and I renewed it. And the UPS lady, we come to be, you know, we're chummy. I go in there enough. I had to fax off a lot of paperwork. I have to send off a lot of stuff. And she said, "What about your mailbox? Do you have any mail?" I said, "No, not yet." You know, I send stuff off. I send stuff off for the writing and stuff like that, but haven't quite gotten any responses, and all that kind of stuff. But I thought to myself, I said, next time I come in here, I'm going to, the writing itself is going to pay for the mailbox, not me coming out of my pocket, but me, I'm going to scale up and have the writing, the trucking, and everything else. I'm having everything else pay for itself. And what I learned from this book by Gene Simmons called Me Inc. And it talked about how you want every business that you have, no matter if you have 3 or 4 businesses, you want them to be able to pay for themselves. So every little thing that you do in this business, you want it to pay for that. Everything you have in this business, you want it to pay for that. And you don't want to intertwine too much. You don't want it to intermingle. And I agree with that. So this is a challenge for you. It's a challenge for me. Every business that you start, generate money. The faster you generate money, the more confidence you will get, and the better you will feel about the business. It's not that the business is a failed idea. It's a lot of times people do not start off quick. They did not start off making a profit. I started making a profit from the writing early on. It wasn't much of a profit, but it was still a profit. It gave me some confidence. People started reading the poems. People started reading the stories. When it came to the writing, I said, okay. And it gave me more confidence. And now I'm like, hey, I'm going to be a full-time copywriter, this, that, and the other. And it built up some confidence. With the trucking, I knew as soon as I bought the truck the first week, I was going to start making a profit. And I knew, hey, we're going to rock and roll from there, And every week I've, made a profit. Every week I've only gotten better. Going down to the port, picking up the load, delivering the load, And so we're profitable now. We're going to be more profitable. We're going to learn more about brokering loads and all that kind of stuff. Talking to my wife about that. And we're going to make more of a profit. This is going to be a different entity than the writing. I got to do more writing. I'm going to start doing more writing. And we're going to build up a copywriting business. We're going to build up a publishing business, writing books, this, that, and the other. But the one thing that you want to do whenever you start a business is you want to try to start off as quick as possible. You want to try to make some money as quickly as you can, because it's about learning and it's about getting confidence. And once you see a check, like when I tried to do MLM for a little while, it took me like a few months, but I got my first check and I was like, hey, I realized that I can sell. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, I know I can make some money. And so they gave me confidence. And that confidence carries over today. So I'm like, I can do this, I can do that. And so you just want to start gaining confidence. You want to start profiting. You want to start making some money. And the faster you do that, the better off you will be. Hey, you don't have to become a millionaire overnight, don't get me wrong, but you just want to start off out of the gate strong, okay? And so, ladies and gentlemen, I promise you, I know the last 3 or 4 weeks has been a real disaster, but this week we will be here every day, from today's Tuesday. We're going to upload this Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We're going to do a podcast because I missed out yesterday. I was so tired from being sick. I took a 4-hour nap in the afternoon, and it was just downhill after that. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. I'm glad to be back. We'll be back tomorrow with an all-new episode of Online Marketing Moves. But until then, my name is Tony Rosano. Thank you for listening. And as always, everybody, peace.